Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Red Raptor Writes, where I just watched Prehistoric Planet Episode 5, along with the returning guest star, Bethany!
Hi, I'm back.
Talk louder.
I'm back.
Say it louder, Jimmy, so that Mike Pence can hear you.
Oh my gosh. Hi.
Well, I'm glad that's over. Alright, so we just watched the final episode of Prehistoric Planet.
Mm-hmm. Wait, that was the final episode?
Yeah.
I thought there was more.
Remember when I was doing the trailer and it said 5 nights and then Freddy Fazbear came?
Oh, yeah. Oh, so this was the finale?
Yeah, pretty much.
Didn't feel like no finale, but...
What, didn't you see they had the whole Indiana Jones ending where they ride off into the sunset and the Hexagopteryx.
Yeah, it like flew away so majestically.
Yeah, that was the end.
I didn't know. Maybe if I knew that was the end, I'd be like, oh, this is a nice ending. But I just thought it was like the end of the episode.
Bruh. Well, I mean, okay, we can agree that Indiana Jones ended at the third one, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so, I mean, if someone rides off into the sunset, you know it's an ending. Okay, so what are your thoughts on the final episode?
My thoughts are that it was good.
Yes.
I don't know. It didn't. I don't think it felt like a finale, other than the last scene. I guess it's not supposed to. Are there seasons, or is this like the entire show?
It feels like this is the entire show for now, but I don't know. With all the hype, there might be a season 2.
There should be, because I feel like we need more.
If David Attenborough survives long enough.
Oh yeah, yikes. Yeah, I also missed like the 2 middle episodes, so.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah, well, maybe if you didn't watch without me.
But okay, there was a scheduling conflict, you know.
Yeah, it's fine. So I missed out on those. So I'm sure those were good. I was excited for the Arctic one, but I didn't go back and watch it. So.
Well, you got to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, was there anything in this episode that stood out to you that you found really interesting?
I thought the pine cone thing was interesting, like with the fire, and I mean they talked a lot about plants because they were in like the forest type biome, so it was very planty. But I liked them talking about like the fire and how like the pine cones need that heat for. I thought that was interesting because I just didn't know that. I mean, I didn't know any of the stuff that he talked about, but I didn't know that.
Well, you don't remember Pastor Ed talked about that in church, with that there are pine cones that only open up during forest fires.
I don't remember that.
Oh, okay. Because then, like, after a forest fire, the ground is really fertile. All the ash and soot is, like, very nutritious for the plants.
Oh, okay.
So then it's, like, a prime opportunity to plant your seeds. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, the trees are big braining it.
Right.
And I really like the music. I don't know why it was the most, like, epic, intense music in this episode. With the plant battle.
I did like the plant battle. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, and when the Osha Poseidon was knocking on the trees and then clearing, and then the plants are fighting to get the sunlight, like, it was just...
Yeah.
Hans Zimmer was blasting. Like, I mean, his Dark Knight score is, like, really good, but, like, this might be up there. Up there. And Inception. No, he can add this to his list.
Wow, so they had, like, A-list producer, A-list composer. I mean, come on.
Yeah, pretty epic.
That's good.
Yeah. Were there any questions, anything that, like, confused you, concerned you, scared you?
I don't know. Like, I just didn't know what those dinosaurs were, so it was cool to, like, learn about them and see them for the first time. Well, I knew the Triceratops, obviously, and I liked the clay eating thing. I really wanted the young one to, like, lick the clay. That was kind of unsatisfying because I, like, built up to that moment of, like, the young one coming with them and eating the clay, and then he doesn't even lick it. But anyway.
I believe that's I want to say elephant thing, that they'll, like, find clay and then start eating it, start munching on it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's nice how they, like, adapt modern behaviors that we see in nature and then bring it back for dinosaurs, because they probably had a bunch of behaviors that we can't even guess, so we can just speculate.
Yeah, I liked that. I mean, while I was watching it, I was like, okay, this is probably just them kind of making up, like, what they probably did. Like, it wasn't fact, but I liked it. Like, I appreciated it while I was watching it. Because I was like, this probably isn't exactly accurate, but it's probably close to what they had to do.
Yeah, if we can bring a camera crew back in time, this is probably the closest that we've gotten to that. Oh, also, I mean, you know Carnotaurus, right? You've seen Carnotaurus before.
Hear it before. I've heard of that before. That was more familiar than some of the other ones.
Remember Disney's dinosaur with Alidar, the iguanodon?
Oh my gosh, I have not seen that in so long.
But then, like, the Carnotauruses are the, like, main antagonist dinosaurs. And, like, huge and ferocious. And...
Yeah, I did not know that.
Okay.
Like, if I heard of it, it was not from Dinosaur.
Bruh. It was in Fallen Kingdom. You love that movie,
yeah,
right?
No. But maybe that's where maybe just, like, heard the name. I don't know.
Okay. It's getting up there. Pretty popular. But it was cool. I noticed that you did enjoy the dance. But
Oh, yeah. It's tiny, like, stubby arms. Like, just doing jazz hands. And it was, like, twirling and then the way she just rejected him after all that. Like, what? I felt upset.
Oh, that was brutal.
That was.
Man.
So heartless. She just walks away after he put on, like, a whole thing.
She belongs to the streets.
Exactly.
Dang, these girls. But it was a cool behavior because they did have those really tiny, stubby arms. So it's like, were they used for anything at all? Like, T-Rex arms are, like, actually strong and were able to lift.
Yeah.
But these things are just, like, little sticks. So
Yeah. I think it went on, like, a little bit too long because then it got, like, silly and, like, just a little too ridiculous. But I thought it was funny and entertaining. Like, I don't know if they were trying to make us laugh, but, like, I did.
I mean, there's some humor in the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
Some things you can appreciate.
Yeah, they were probably self-aware. Like, we're gonna make this dinosaur dance with his stubby arms, and everyone's gonna love it.
But everyone did love it. Like, even in the trailer, like, everyone was just going off about it.
Oh, yeah, like, I didn't see the trailer, so I was actually shocked when that happened, and I appreciate it.
She did see the trailer. She doesn't remember it.
Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, I watched her
right.
video on the trailer.
Yeah,
so
it had the trailer in it.
Yeah, so I don't remember.
She doesn't remember my video, guys. Some sister.
Well, after watching all of them, all the way through, you can't possibly remember every detail, you know?
Bruh. Something that stood out to me that was pretty cool was in the Triceratops, how you saw age variation in them. Like, did you like the baby Triceratops? Wasn't it cute?
I did. I thought it was cute.
Yeah, they got it really right. Where the baby would have, like, tall backwards facing horns, and I don't even know how to describe it. Like, a backwards facing frill. It just very, like, looked flat and weird and alien-esque.
Yeah, it kind of did.
Yeah, but then when it grew older, the horns moved forward and started facing forward, and the spikes on the frill were smoothening out, and you saw a variation. Like, there were some with still sharp frills, they're called episcipitals, and then they had slightly backwards facing horns, and then there were the more adults with the smoother frills and the more forward facing horns. It was a nice detail. It was a good touch.
Yeah, and they didn't have to humble brag that they got that right. Why does that happen? Like, why does it change?
Well, it's called ontogeny, so it's like how babies change as they grow up. Like, their heads shrink and their bodies and limbs get bigger.
Okay.
So this is the same thing for Triceratops.
All right.
And it might have been useful somehow.
It checks out.
Yeah, that's a big thing in the dinosaur world right now. Like, because you find different fossils, different specimens, but you don't, like, see it growing up. It's just rock. It's just the bones. So you kind of have to find a lot of them and start piecing the puzzle together. Like, oh, this kind of transitions into this one. Yeah.
That makes sense.
But thankfully, they didn't have Torosaurus as the final growth stage of Triceratops. That is bogus right there. Did you have a favorite part?
I was about to say, I think my favorite part was the Triceratops cave. I don't know. I don't know how to describe these scenes.
I mean, it was good enough. I'm sure the audience knows what you're talking about.
I liked it. I thought the little baby one was cute, and I thought, like, I guess the camera thing was interesting, how it did, like, the inverted light because they couldn't see in the dark, so to make it look like there's a light on them.
Like night vision.
Yeah, night vision.
Uh-huh.
They probably think I have, like, an IQ of, like, 3 because I can't think of these words. Yeah, I liked that.
See, this is why I script everything, so it's not just fumbling the whole time.
Wow.
I really liked the Therizinosaurus scene where they're trying to get the honey. Like, seeing them as babies is just, like, really adorable, but also, like, the big chungus one.
It was huge.
Coming along and clapping them.
Yeah.
Clapping the bees. That was pretty epic.
That was. It was satisfying seeing it, like, take the bite of the hive. It looked juicy.
Yeah. But, again, these are things, like, you don't really see in these documentaries. You know, if you got Therizinosaurus, then a Tarbosaurus is gonna show up. They're gonna fight. but like here, it's like, oh, they're just trying to get honey and just a nice little snack.
Mm-hmm. They can chill sometimes, just going about their day. I thought, was that the ones with, like, their color was very blue?
No, that was the Carita Raptor.
Oh, okay.
So Therizinosaurus, remember the honey ones?
Yeah, I remember those. I just forgot what they looked like.
I like that segment too with the Changjiaosaurus. It was cool to see a hunt fail because most hunts fail in nature, so it's just...
Yeah, gotta show that sometimes.
Yeah, like, it doesn't have the blood and gore that audiences are looking for, or, like, general audiences who don't really care are looking for. Mm-hmm. But it's more accurate because most hunts fail. The majority of they fail.
But round 2, he got it, so...
Yeah, it's like Rocky, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're a house cat, because house cats probably have, like, the best KD of any animal.
I can see that.
I mean, those things are ruthless.
Yeah, like the cat that was hunting in the backyard.
Wait, I didn't see that. So what?
Yeah, that was cool. So there was just, like, a cat in the backyard that was, I guess it was just, like, hunting a mouse. I think it was a mouse. But it was jumping. Do mice jump?
I'm sure they can.
Maybe a mouse or a chipmunk or something. But it was, like, prowling and, like, it was hunting it and running to it and grabbing it with its paws, and then it would let it go to run more so it could, like, run around and jump around more because it just wanted a challenge. Like, it wasn't even trying to eat it. It was just playing and, like, hunting for no reason. And every time, like, the cat was fast enough to just, like, outrun it and get it.
House cats are like when you put the cheat codes on and then everything is super easy and there's no challenge whatsoever. So it's like playing around in the game.
Yeah. But then it got stuck in a tree, so.
Oh.
It came down,
though. Another point that I liked was when the Carnotaurus was doing its dance. Mm-hmm. It was doing, like, this deep alligator bellow.
Oh, yeah.
So we're used to seeing in dinosaur media, like, them having these really loud, obnoxious roars, these high-pitched roars. So
yeah,
those are, like, mammal roars, or they'll splice mammal sounds like elephant, lion.
Oh, okay.
But dinosaurs didn't have the same vocal organs as mammals do. Mm-hmm. So
that makes sense.
So they have to resort to these... Yeah. Thank you for the demonstration. It's like hisses, bellows... I don't think a syrinx which is what birds have. Their voice boxes have been found in any non-bird dinosaurs. So, yeah.
I thought that was interesting. I actually did think that while I was watching it. Like, this is a lot deeper than what I thought it would be.
It was so deep, especially when it got rejected. That was
honestly,
so deep, man. And probably a last thing I really liked was the Hexagopteryx. Again, just that. A nice chill ending to giant pterosaur.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. To see it, like, stalking and munching on those Zalmoxes, and then it just wants to spread its wings.
Its beak was huge, like, giant. And I love the shot when it just, like, looks straight at the camera, and it looks like Phineas when he looks straight at the camera from Phineas and Ferb, and it's just, like, his eyes. I like that. Yeah, but the actual dinosaur stuff, that was cool.
Not a dinosaur.
Pterosaur.
Yes, thank you. She's learning so much these days. No, but that thing was massive. They were like as tall as giraffes, like in the same size range as Quetzalcoatlus. So.
Oh, I know what that one is.
You do?
Yeah, because I have that in Animal Crossing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Animal Crossing is pretty good. Like, if you look at the museum there, it's pretty spot on, actually. Yeah. Okay, so are there any final thoughts you have on this episode, on this series?
Well, I should go back and watch the other two that I missed, but I really liked it, and it was cool.
Anything else?
Anything intelligent? I learned a lot about dinosaurs and pterosaurs that I didn't know before, and it was cool watching them like in their environment seemingly, and like what they might have done just like on the daily. So I thought that was just different than what I'm used to when I see like dinosaurs and stuff like that on screen.
Chloe does not watch enough Red Raptor Rights.
Okay, well, I do, but like sitting down actually watching the thing for myself is different than watching your review on it.
Oh, okay. Less memes in it. Overall, I will make a series review, just a short review that will be coming soon to give my overall thoughts, but very enjoyable. There are a couple of cracks here and there, so it's not a perfect documentary. I know there's a lot of hype around it, but it can't be hype blinded.
Right.
But even without the hype blinding, still very, very good. And definitely a new bold step for paleo media.
Yeah, hopefully more things like this come out because I would watch it.
And you heard it from Beth. Remember, if you enjoyed this episode, to please leave a like, subscribe, and check out my social media. See you next time.
Bye.